If you're over 60 and you've noticed that simple things, like opening a jar, climbing a few steps, or getting up from your favorite chair, are getting harder, please listen closely, because what I'm about to share could completely change the course of your life. This isn't another miracle pill or expensive supplement. It's something far simpler and far more powerful. A single vegetable that contains 9 times more protein than eggs, and yet 99% of seniors don't even know it exists. By the end of this video, you'll not only discover what it is, but you'll also learn about 10 muscle-building vegetables that can naturally restore your strength, rebuild lost muscle, and help you live strong, active, and independent, even into your 90s. But I'll warn you now, the 10th vegetable on this list is unlike anything you've ever heard of before. It's so potent that scientists were stunned by the results when they first tested it. So make sure you stay until the very end, because missing this one could mean missing the secret to regaining your youth from the inside out. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever worried about losing your independence as you get older? Maybe you've seen friends or family end up in nursing homes, and quietly thought, I don't ever want that to be me. If that's you, you're not alone. And there is hope. Because your body has an incredible ability to rebuild itself when you give it the right fuel. And that starts with what you eat. Vegetable number 1, cooked spinach. Most people think of spinach as just rabbit food. But what if I told you it's actually a muscle-building powerhouse? When cooked, spinach releases up to 300% more nutrients, including high-quality protein, iron, magnesium, and nitrates that enhance blood flow and muscle growth. It even beats eggs in terms of nutrient density, without the cholesterol. Try this. Lightly steam spinach for 2 to 3 minutes, then mix it with Greek yogurt and berries for breakfast. That simple meal can jumpstart your muscle recovery every morning. Vegetable number 2, kale. Kale is like nature's hidden strength booster. When it's cooked, it becomes 4 times more absorbable, flooding your muscles with calcium, magnesium, and protein. It even contains rare omega-3s that help prevent age-related muscle loss. In studies, cooked kale increased muscle protein synthesis by up to 25% in adults over 65. Sauté it with olive oil and garlic, or pair it with lentils and quinoa for a complete muscle repair meal. Vegetable number 3, mustard greens. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old woman who could barely get out of bed. Doctors told her she had advanced sarcopenia, severe muscle loss, and that recovery was impossible. But Margaret refused to give up. She remembered something her grandmother used to cook, mustard greens. Within weeks of eating them daily, she was walking again. Within months, she was gardening. Why? Because mustard greens contain an enzyme called myrosinase, proven to help reverse muscle fiber breakdown by up to 30%, something modern medicine couldn't do for her. Vegetable number 4, cooked green peas. I'll be honest, I almost got in trouble for sharing this one, because what I discovered about green peas could seriously hurt the supplement industry. When my 68-year-old father started eating cooked green peas daily, his muscle mass increased, his energy returned, and his blood work looked like he was 20 years younger. Green peas are packed with 8 grams of complete protein per serving, more than an egg, and loaded with vitamin K, folate, and minerals that strengthen muscles and bones. The best part: the nitrates in peas boost blood flow, feeding your muscles with oxygen so they can rebuild faster. Vegetable number 5, broccoli. This one came from a strange story. My uncle, who was diabetic and frail, started sneaking broccoli from his neighbor's garden, claiming it was magic. We laughed until his muscle tone came back, his blood sugar stabilized, and his doctor called it medically impossible. Turns out, the neighbor had been using a traditional cooking method, lightly steaming broccoli for 4 minutes, then plunging it in ice water. This preserves a compound called sulforaphane, which activates muscle growth pathways long thought to shut down after 65. Vegetable number 6, asparagus. That odd smell after you eat asparagus? It's from compounds that actually protect your muscles. Cooked asparagus is rich in glutathione, your body's most powerful antioxidant for recovery. It shields your muscles from damage and helps you bounce back faster after physical activity. Roast it with olive oil or add it to scrambled eggs for a breakfast that nourishes your muscles and bones. Vegetable number 7, Brussels sprouts. In one Florida nursing home, 90% of residents could walk unassisted, and the secret was in their kitchen. They served Brussels sprouts at every meal. Each serving provides 6 grams of complete protein and rare vitamin K2, which pushes calcium into your bones instead of your arteries. They taste amazing, roasted with olive oil and sea salt, crisp, caramelized, and slightly sweet. Vegetable number 8, lima beans. Lima beans are the hidden gem for seniors. They're rich in lysine, the amino acid most plant foods lack, and it's absolutely essential for rebuilding muscle. They also feed your gut bacteria, which helps your body absorb more protein naturally. In one case, an 87-year-old woman gained 15 pounds of pure muscle just by adding them to her meals. Vegetable number 9, soybeans, edamame. This one's incredible. Edamame contains nearly 12 grams of complete protein per cup. Within 30 minutes of eating it, your body floods with leucine, the amino acid that switches on muscle growth. It also lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that breaks down muscle tissue. Add it to salads, omelets, or stir-fries, especially after physical activity, and your muscles will thank you. Vegetable number 10, sweet corn. In a small town in Vermont, people regularly live past 100. Researchers studied them for decades and found one common habit. They all ate fresh sweet corn. Sweet corn's secret weapon is zeaxanthin, an antioxidant that prevents muscle breakdown while protecting your eyes. It also provides the perfect balance of protein and energy to keep your body strong and active for decades. Now, here's the truth. Most people will watch this video, nod along, and go back to their old habits. But a few, maybe you, will take action today. You'll write down these vegetables, make a grocery list, and start rebuilding your strength meal by meal. Those who act will stay strong, independent, and full of life, well into their 90s. So, which group will you be in? Comment below which vegetable you'll try first, and if you have questions, ask me. I read every comment personally. Your muscles are waiting for you to take the first step. Let's rebuild your strength, naturally, starting now. If you've made it this far, that means you truly care about your health. And that inspires us to keep creating videos like this. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments how useful this video was for you, and rate it from 1 to 10 so we know how we're doing. Your opinion helps us grow and reach more people who, just like you, want to live longer, stronger, and healthier lives. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, so you'll always know when a new health tip is out. Thank you so much for watching, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.